Good evening, friends, ladies and gentlemen. My name is Vimal Oza, and I head the design and product innovation team at Krishniah Chetty Group of Jewelers. We ensure all the designs we create are exclusive, uniquely crafted, and perfect to the highest possible standards. Our design and quality standards always bring a smile to your face. Welcome to this edition of What's Brewing at Krishniah Chetty Group of Jewelers. What's Brewing, as you may be aware, is a series of exciting sessions we bring you regularly. Please do ensure you save our email address, customerrelations@ckcsons.in, and Ms. Jamuna's customer retail cell number as it is here, +91 82961 60869, so as not to miss any communications from our activities. In today's What's Brewing, we present you a session titled Jewelry Styles and Trends with our in-house experienced stylist, Mr. Amit, and our young and dynamic in-house jewelry designer, Ms. Meghna. Both our team members bring with them vast experience in their respective areas, and I am sure today's session will be no different. Your mics will be muted to keep your privacy. When we open for questions after the presentation, we will unmute the mics so you can ask your questions. You may use the chat button at any time to post your questions and comments, and we will take them up before we close the session. Also present at our Managing Director and Director, Dr. C. Vinod Hegrev, Director Chaitanya V. Kotha, Ms. Triveni Vinod, along with Customer Relations, Ms. Jamuna and team, and IT support team, Mr. Lokesh. Without taking any more of your time, let me hand over the mic to our magic duo, Ms. Meghna and Mr. Amit. Over to you, Mr. Amit.
Style is a way to say who you are without having to speak. Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. For being fashionable, you just don't need to wear a lovely outfit, hair and makeup, or a footwear. It is a lot to do with the comfort level. You have to be comfortable, and you have to carry the entire look with a whole lot of oomph factor and confidence. There is an entire look book. It has different aspects to it. It could be outfits, hair and makeup, footwear, but jewelry plays a very significant role in that. Overdoing the jewelry or over accentuating the look might kill the entire look, and it could be a fashion faux pas. And that's why jewelry styling is a very essential component. And that's why every jewelry stylist will have an eye for visual composition and proportion. And that's why I'm going to share some of the styling tips on how to style your jewelry for different occasions, how to team up your jewelry with different outfits, and some contrast color combinations, and loads more. Over to you, Meghna.
Thank you, Amit, for the lovely speech. So there's a saying that inspiration is everywhere, and to get inspired, one needs to be a keen observer of what is trending around us. So the most awaited season of the year, the wedding season 2020, is ringing the bells. So this session, Style Edict, is all about talking about the inspirations of wedding trends 2020. So the first trend is sustainability. As we all know that sustainability is the need of the hour all around the world. So why not reflect it in our weddings also? So first, I would like to talk to you about the venues, which is appropriate for a sustainable wedding. So first mood, which I want to share with you, is a breezy mood where you can have a venue set at beach or even as simple venue as temple, which will give you your intimate moments, and it will also give you a mood of micro weddings where you are involved with your loved ones and share special moments with each other. Another mood is botanical. If you are a nature lover and you like greenery around you, so add a glimpse of garden into your wedding venue. And also you can have your wedding in forest also to give that organic look to your wedding. Other than venue, we have other elements also in wedding, right? Right from the decor to the menu. So we also thought to give a touch of sustainability into all these elements. So first we'll be talking about reusable decor, where you can actually use your decor elements like lamps with decorated with your seasonal flowers, and then you can also use eco-friendly invitation cards, which is made from biodegradable papers, which are embedded in plantable seeds, and also it will also reflect a memorable moment from your wedding, which will go along with your relatives and friends. Another section is heirloom trousseau. So we all know that in Indian traditions, we all have a keepsakes of our mothers and grandmothers, wedding attires, and even jewelry. So why not we revamp it according to the current trends, right? So here you are seeing Isha Ambani is adorning a beautiful lehenga sari, where you can see this red sari is her mother's wedding sari. How she has paired up with her modern and contemporary cream color lehenga, and how beautifully she has adorned this keepsake from her mother's trinket. Another aspect of our wedding is menu. So we should also think about locally grown produce, which will suit our sustainable idea added into our wedding season. Now, other trends of 2020 are some color palettes. So as you all know that COVID is a very dull period, so why not add a freshness into our wedding attires and whole venues everywhere in the wedding, wherever you can see colors. So we are seeing here coral, which is the color of the year, Pantone color of the year. It will really go well with your wedding attire in which are set in days. And also flamingo pink will look really elegant and subtle for your day wedding. This is about subtle pastel colors. Now we can choose bold colors also, right? So we bring to you some bold colors like burgundy, emerald, turquoise, which will bring brightness and richness to your wedding attire, be it a classic sherwani or as simple as that your lehenga. Other trends we'll be talking about here is makeup. So as we all know that these days brides want to bring out their best, how they really are. So they want to bring that natural glow onto their face. So brides are really going for that natural bridal glow and minimal and natural makeup on their face, which will really bring out their bridal glow properly. Now also flowers are the very important aspect of a wedding. So brides are also experimenting it with their hairdos, right from the conventional roses and gajras to the unconventional daisies and bougainvillea. So they are experimenting a lot with their hairdos. Even a South Indian bride is also pairing it up with their jadas. How they are, you must see how beautifully they pair these flowers with their ornated jadas on their hair. Now for the Christian wedding, there's this new trend of long wheels. As you can see here, our celebrities Priyanka Chopra and Deepika Padukone are really adorning these beautiful long wheels and interpreted it in their Christian as well as Hindu weddings also. I mean, wheels are not really now a Christian wedding attire element, right? We can also experiment with our Indian attires, how Priyanka Chopra has really well interpreted it in her red wedding lehenga. Coming to next trend is about Indian grooms. So I mean, we have covered brides, so why not also give some trend tips to our Indian grooms? So here first trend is about our classic sherwanis. Now gone are the days where grooms would go for those beige and golden color palettes of their sherwanis. Now they're experimenting with their bottle green colors, the pinks, yellows, and even blacks also. I mean, how unconventional and experimental is that? And also floral patterns they are really experimenting it with. Now, I mean, floral patterns are no more a feminine element into a dress. So Floral patterns are really some new trends which you can see into classic sherwani attires. Even bold motifs and floral patterns really give a fresh look to their classic sherwanis. Also, we can see some quirk in their occasional wears where they are using these anarkali style kurtas, Aligarhi pajamas, and also they are really experimenting with quirky printed pants and kurtas and floral bangalas with bright colors like purple, yellows, orange. Now coming up to another trend of groom safas. So safas, as you all know, is like the crown of a groom's wedding attire. I mean, without safa, it is all, the whole ensemble is incomplete, right? So they're also experimenting with pastel colors, even floral patterns, and even ethnic patterns like Banarasi prints. And also they are really going with lehriya turbans matched with their bride outfits. So people are really going crazy about twinning brides and grooms outfits. So this is a very, very subtle and very statement worthy thing to do. Now Amit will be talking about our exclusive collection. So over to you, Amit.
Thank you, Meghna. At Krishniah Chetty Group of Jewelers, we constantly strive to innovate. And in this COVID-19 situation, when you see everybody wearing masks, how can we not accentuate it with the lovely jewelry? As you could see in the pictures, all the ladies are wearing some beautiful masks accentuated with different jewel types. You can actually accentuate your mask with the ear tops, chandeliers, or a nut. And you could team up the entire look with a fine neck piece. There's a certain way you could wear this mask is because when you're wearing a mask, your earrings would not be visible. So this is the right way to actually put up your earrings on a mask and flaunt it. But you still want to wear some earrings in your ears just to do not have it completely empty. You can just go for a very nice studs, which will go with the entire look. And to team up the entire look, you could see there's a very fine masterpiece, the neck pieces, which are the part of the heritage collection of Krishniah Chetty Group of Jewelers, which you could see in the pictures. This kind of mask, you could wear it with any of the outfit. It could be a sari, it could be a langa, or it could be a sari langa. We do not only have the mask for the ethnic wear, we also have mask for the contemporary. Just in case if you're going for a work, I mean, if you're going to your office and you just want to have a hoops in your ears, but want to accentuate your mask with the diamond earrings, you could pair it up with a nice power suit. And in the second party look, which you could see where the girl is actually getting ready to go for a dinner, she can actually wear on fine chandeliers in her ears and pair up the entire mask with the fine solitaires. I'll be talking about the North Indian looks. North Indian looks has always North Indians do tend to go for very bold colors. It is also about very playful. It is very colorful. It is elaborate pieces. So I'm going to talk about some of the fine North Indian collections, the different aspect to it, and how you could style the entire different occasions. The first occasion would be the engagement look. The traditional engagement look, which you could see, is the ornated sari lehenga. You could see the color of the lehenga is very light. So you can accentuate it with a very fine, exquisite gold bridal collection of Krishniah Chetty Group of Jewelers with a very fine craftsmanship. And you could see is a masterpiece. So you need not to wear a very big chandeliers. You can just pair it with a nice matha patti and a very bold bangle and a ring. Why not wear a gown in the engagement? Like if I was getting engaged, I might ended up wearing a gown. And you could see this very fine contemporary gown, which the girl is wearing could also be worn in the engagement. And just because the corset of the gown is having fine embellishments, we would keep the jewelry very subtle. And that would be the salon collection of Krishniah Chetty Group of Jewelers, which is a radiant necklace, the fine diamond set on the rose gold in a form of a very exquisite neck piece along with the chandelier, and finishing up the entire look would be with the fine cocktail ring. When it is about Mehndi, it is all about fun. brides can go ahead and go for some bold colors like orange and pink, and you could see this entire look. The ghagra sari could be paired up with a fine good to puslu necklace set, which is a part of the Krishniah Chetty group of jewelers collection, with the statement earrings. As you could see, a lot of the pink and the orange is quite bold colors, so we are actually pairing up with a fine pearls to go to complete the entire look, and a fine chandeliers. This is a very fine contemporary mehendi look. You could see the girl is adorning a very fine asymmetrical lehenga in her mehendi look. So this could be a very nice contemporary way to celebrate the mehendi. And this, as you could see, the choli is highly embellished, so we can avoid having any neck piece as such. It could be a fine floral collection jewelry. It could be a fine earrings, a tiara, and a heart full, and a very fine floral collection could team up this entire look. Sangeet is all about just going out and dancing. So you need to wear something which is extremely easy to wear so that you can dance and you can just go very easy in the entire Sangeet look. And as it is about being bold colors, and you can have a tint of blue. And as you could see, the choli is very yellowish and lemon in color. You can actually add a lot of colors and you can play with this entire jewelry. We have a fine heritage collection statement necklace, which has the uncut diamonds, the cabochon rubies, emeralds, and with a hint of pearls. Could be a masterpiece to be adorned at your traditional Sangeet. I do not want to wear only contemporary outfits in the Sangeet. I might go with a fine organza silk sari, and this organza silk sari could be teamed up with a fine Gohar collection of Sri Krishniah Chetty group of jewelers. This avant-garde jewelry with glossy pearls, blush pink, and colossal fluted emeralds is inspired from the Falaknuma Palace architecture, and this is ideal for the organza silk sari because it is very light in color. So you add a lot of emerald and pearl with the gold earrings to it, and with the fine ring. Now it's my favorite look. It's a cocktail look. So cocktail look is all about going extremely contemporary. So not necessarily you again need to go for a short dress or a long gown. You can go for a very nice contemporary sari dress, and you could see this entire contemporary sari dress is very nicely draped, and as the neck is completely covered, we would avoid using any kind of a choker. This game of contrast always runs when it comes to this kind of styling, because you could see the color of the outfit is very subtle. So you can add a very bold, fine emeralds and the diamonds collection, the cocktail collection of Sri Krishniah Chetty group of jewelers, the cocktail diamonds and fine emerald piece earrings along with the ring to sum up the entire look of the minimal cocktail. When it comes to haute couture, the cocktail look, you can actually go ahead with a fine cold shoulder bodycon dress, just as it is dark in color, and sometimes you want to play with a lot of colors in your cocktail look. You can go ahead with a doublet opal and emerald collection of ours, which is a part of the rare gemstone collection of Sri Krishniah Chetty group of jewelers. Just in case, if you're going ahead for a very lighter tones of outfits, you can go for dark colors. But in case if you're going for a darker shade of outfits, you can go for a lighter colors. Darker gemstones would be more of the emeralds or ruby, sapphires, the reds, greens, and the blues I'm talking about. So that could be the haute couture cocktail look. And how can we forget the bridesmaid? Bridesmaids are actually the backbone for the bride all the time. They are the one who've been pampering and being always around for the brides. And so how can we forget them? So what we were thinking about the bridesmaid could be a very nice sari and a very contemporary blouse. And as you could see, this ruffled blouse is still the full hand. It's not fine to adorn a bangle because it would not be visible, but as it is a very fine neckline, so that could be accentuated with the fine ruby beads and the uncut diamonds. It's the iconic piece you could see, and it looks so beautiful because it's a contrast. The yellow sari and the red jewelry would give a fine contrast to it, with a fine Tamarasa collection of C. Krishniah Chetty group of jewelers, which has been inspired from lotus. And this is ideal for the bridesmaid. Now comes my favorite look, and that's wedding look. That's the D-Day, which every bride is always looking forward for, and it is about the D-Day which she would be looking forward for all her life, and it is her day, so she has to accentuate it and bejeweled it completely. You could see red, of course, being the color of all-time favorite color for the brides, and North Indian weddings being very bold, and a lot of colors and a lot of layering of the pieces, and it is also about very uh, many layered pieces. The wedding look for the bride could be this. As you could, if we would start from the top of the, we would start from the top as the model is adoring herself in the mirror. You could see she is just looking at herself with so much of panache. The way she's adorning a fine matha patti, uncut diamonds, with a fine chandelier, and the chandelier is just totally right. When you choose a chandelier, it should not be too long or too short. It should be just ideal, where it is not completely touching the shoulder. And you could see the layering of the uncut diamonds collection. The bridal collection of C. Krishniah Chetty group of jewelers is done so fine way. Like every neck piece is having its own breathing space, and you could see the stacked up bangles and the ring. This is an ideal bridal collection. Kindly have a look at some of the destination bridal ensemble that we have for our lovely brides, right from the chokers to the earrings, to the nut and mathapati, the bangles and the fine rings. This is all we have to offer, and a visual treat for all the brides out there. And how can we forget the groom? Who's going to compliment her? It's of course the groom, uh, and it is him who's going to be sitting besides her. And you could see this entire collection, the way the groom is with his revamped sherwani, pajama, and safa. We have a very fine neck piece, the pearl piece which has the uncut diamonds, with a peacock motif, and a shirpesh to add on for the safa. We go back to the time when Sri Krishna Chetty group of jewelers has very proudly presented this to the noblemen and the kings. As we were playing a lot with the gold, which was the 22 karat gold and the 18 karat gold collections, we would be speaking about diamonds now. The traditional reception look could be a very fine diamonds collection with 18 karat yellow gold. The entire look would be a grand langa with the destination bridal collection of the diamond necklace and with the fine earrings and the bangle, and of course the ring, because that's going to be a part of the ceremony. You can also go offbeat and do a complete contemporary reception look, wherein she would be adorning a very nice grand gown, and you could see the entire gown is very light in color, though the corset has an embellishment. So this look can be entirely bejeweled with a fine eclectic collection of Sri Krishna Chetty group of jewelers. You could see this design is so beautiful and offbeat the way it is done, and it has this lovely diamonds collection with the hues of emeralds, which is just a contrast for the entire look. And because she has a lot of neck space, this choker would be just attached to the neck with the fine earrings and the rings. Over to you, Meghna, for the South Indian look.
Thank you so much, Amit. Now that we have covered the North Indian side of wedding ceremonies, how can we forget South Indian wedding ceremonies, right? So as you all know, South Indian wedding ceremonies is all about showcasing traditional elements in their grand perspective. So let's have a look at different ceremonies. So our first look is reception look. So as we all know that Kanjivaram sari is the most celebrated sari in South Indian wedding ceremonies or any auspicious occasion for that matter. So here you are looking at Our Lady wearing a nice contrasting Kanjivaram sari in emerald and golden color with a work of ethnic elephant motif on the sari, which is bold in look. And to accentuate her whole color palette of the attire, she's also wearing a nice emerald radiant necklace to adorn her beauty and accentuate the grandeur of the sari. And also she's wearing a very neat hairdo. And if you want a hint of contrast to your this attire, you can always go along with our Kundana Valai collection, as you can see here by Krishniah Chetty group of jewelers, nicely set in South Indian close setting with cabochon rubies and a hint of emeralds to accentuate and to complement your Kanjivaram. Then you can also pair it up with gold bangles finely crafted at Krishniah Chetty group of jewelers. And to adorn your makeup, you can go with an elegant look of shimmer on your face. Now coming to the next look is our engagement look. Here you are seeing our ladies adorning beautiful bright pink and golden Kanjivaram sari layered with nice beautiful necklaces right from her 16-inch necklace to her Maharani Hara along with the Mathapatti and a bold bangle just enough to wear in single hand. But if you want to go little minimal on your jewelry, you can always choose our statement necklace, as you can see here, choker necklace in this picture, finely crafted and showcasing our traditional jewelry craftsmanship along with the gold bangles. And when it comes to hairdo and makeup, you can always choose to go with classic tight bun with soft curls and a soft neutral makeup to complement your bright pink Kanjivaram sari. Now next ceremony is a Mangal Snanam, which is also called Haldi ceremony in North Indian terms. So Mangal Snanam is a very holy and sacred ceremony where the bride is drizzled with the holy water with the properties of gold into it, as we believe that the gold properties are really benefited to the bride. And also you can pair it up. Since this attire is very simple, you won't want to go busy with your hairdo and makeup. So be natural and be easy with your yeah. Next is our the showstopper look, or you can say the muhurtam look of bride. So as you can see here, our bride is looking the epitome of a gold goddess. You can see here she's beautifully balancing the whole attire, right from the Mathapatti to the statement earrings to the choker necklaces and the kasumala, of course, from the iconic jewel type of South Indian jewelry, along with the vanki on her arms and the hath fools, the fine crafted vodiyanam and gold bangles. This is just enough to complete your muhurtam look for your bride. And of course she's wearing the whole gold ensemble with her rich Kanjivaram sari. As I told you, it goes in every occasion, so why not with the wedding, along with the contrast of some green hint on her blouse. So of course, so when you are having a such grand look, so you won't you would really go easy on your hairdo. So always opt for neat tied bun and also neutral glow on your makeup. So here you are looking at the bridal ensemble from a gold collection, the heritage collection of C. Krishniah Chetty Group of Jewelers, finely designed and crafted with our experienced craftsmen and our in-house designers. So here you are looking at really nice temple jewelries and some South Indian close setting necklace, the jada which bride wears on her hairdo, the vodiyanam in antique finish, and earring and a gold bangle finely crafted with rubies sitting in the center. Now we also want to show you the muhurtam essentials which we need. So in South Indian wedding we have these thalis, and if you get chance to visit to our store, you will really get to see a grand koluthur thali right there in the showroom, displayed beautifully and adorning the grandeur in its of its own kind, and also a basingam. Now, of course, when we have covered groom in North Indian wedding ceremonies, so we would also love to talk about groom here also, because I mean, we have to complement our bride with groom's attire also, right? So here you are looking our young groom adorning the Gauri Shankara necklace, finely crafted, and along with, and to balance out his other attires, he is wearing the armlet and the gold bangle along with the 16-inch necklace to really go along with his simple and yet grand dhoti, Kanjivaram dhoti. Now there comes the next ceremony called Kashi Yatra. So all of those who don't know what a Kashi Yatra ceremony is, so let me tell you, this ceremony happens right just before wedding ceremony, where the groom suddenly thinks that he doesn't want to really enter into his married life. He wants to gain some knowledge, and so he wants to become a sannyasi, but our bride's family tries to convince him that, see, you have your whole life ahead of you, but before that, before attaining sannyas or gaining further knowledge, you should really experience the wedding, the married life, where you'll attain more wisdom, more knowledge, right before stepping into the next phase of your life. So bride gets convinced, and happily he returns, and for that, the bride's family gifts him some jewels and clothes, as you can see here in the essentials of Kashi Yatra ceremony. The groom can be gifted with bracelet, gold chains, rings, and even some clothes also, whatever you wish to gift him. Now, how can we forget silver essentials? Because without silver essentials, any wedding ceremony is incomplete, right? So here we bring to you our exquisite silver collection right from the house of C. Krishniah Chetty Group of Jewelers, designed and crafted with love. So here you are looking at some puja essentials, like we have a lighting lamp, our puja thali sets in classic finish, or even in antique finish if you want to have some hint of antique into your silver essentials. Along with, you have the sacred kalash and a tumbler. And there are more, of course, there are more to it, where you can go and visit our stores or even online at ckcjewelers.com. Now, puja gift articles are also an important aspect into any wedding ceremony. So we have to gift, we want to gift our guests with some silver articles as a memorabilia from our, special moments. So there you can see there is one Ganesha idol which you can really, gift along with the wedding invitation cards, or even a silver timepiece, a silver plate, and of course a gold coin, without having had to say it. Now, Amit will be talking to you on different segment of styling. So over to you, Amit.
Thank you, Meghna. We're going to look at the different face types, and the jewelry. It is extremely important to adorn jewelry according to your face types, because otherwise sometimes we tend to wear jewelry which is very long or something very extremely short, but there are different face types and proportions, and there are different kind of jewelry which can go with that. I would be taking you through the different kind of face types and the jewelry which you would take into consideration depending upon your face types. Ladies and gentlemen, the silhouettes that you could see in the presentation between the face talks about the kind of face that you have. So just in case if you have an oval face, you could go for a slightly broader chandelier that can actually make your face look very gorgeous and beautiful. There is something called a round face where you could go for something which is a long and a sleek drops. You could see they're very sleek. It has a tint of the diamonds and the pearls and the chocolate pearls and the pearl. If you have a rectangular kind of a face, then you could go for just a very fine statement studs and a hoops. It could be anything. Could be a 22 karat yellow gold big studs, or it could be a fine 18 karat diamond earrings. Would completely go well with the rectangular face. In case if you have a square face, then you could go for a tapered chandelier, which you could see it has minimum length in the front in the top, but it would go complete down and becomes small. It could be like that, or it could be a straight earring with the shape beneath, is known as a tapered chandelier. In case if you have a top narrow, bottom wide kind of a face, then you could go for a very fine inverted tapered drops or a silk drops. Sleek drops, sorry. Or in case if you have an inverted triangle face, you can go for a tapered chandelier again. Over to you, Meghna, for neck and lace.
Thank you so much, Amit. Now that you have got the guide on what kind of face type and jewel will go along, now I want you to take a tour on the kind of neck and necklace will go along together well. So first I'll be talking about the scoop neck. So scoop neck is a very common neck type. So for that we can always choose to go for radiant necklace, as you can see here in the picture. So we have here diamond studded radiant necklace, finely crafted, which will really go along with your scoop silhouette. Here now we'll be talking about the turtleneck type. So as we all know, the turtleneck type doesn't really, has much option to adorn jewelry around your neck when it's bare, because no skin is shown, right? So why not go along with the long chain and pendant, which will really suit well on the type of silhouette a turtleneck has. Now comes the collar neck type. So collar neck type is really experimented not only in contemporary style but also in traditional styles. So if you choose to go a little traditional with your collar neck or contemporary, you can always choose to have a long pendant, which will really stand out and balance out the neck type. And also you can choose to wear long drops as shown in the picture here. Now coming to V-neck. So V-neck is a very classy and statement-worthy neck type, which comes in different depths and wideness. So here you can see the kind of V-neck she's wearing. She can always adorn with a narrow necklace, which will really go along in alignment with her neck silhouette. And you are set to go with to make a statement at any party. Now off-shoulder neck is a little tricky neck type, so we would always suggest you to go best with an asymmetric necklace, as you can see here, with the strings of pearls and rose-cut diamonds, and accentuated with some rubies and some hint of pear diamonds. Coming to the next type, which is cold shoulder neck. So cold shoulder neck is my personal favorite neck type, where you get to experiment a lot around your neck area. So, but we would suggest you to go really, if you want to go really minimal and clean, we would suggest you to have a choker necklace around your neck As you can see here, this necklace is crafted in rose-cut diamonds and with a hint of ruby beads in the center line. So this will really go well with your any cold shoulder neck and very safe to go. Coming to another type is crew neck. So in crew neck, you can always choose to wear a radiant necklace, which will really balance out the fabric on your bust and will also give you a chance to adorn a jewel type, which will really mark a statement wherever you go. So here you're looking a nice contemporary gold necklace, which is also traditional and also contemporary in its own way. Coming to the next is square neck. So square neck is a very wide silhouette. So with that, you can go really well with an angular necklace, which has those bold parallel line details in the outlines. So if you see in the picture, you are looking at Keshi pearls necklace and a ruby set at the center of the whole white necklace, which will really go well with your square neck. Now boat neck. So in boat neck also you don't have much space to go along to adorn much on your neck. Either you can go with choker as shown in the picture adorned by this model, or you can also go with beaded necklace, which I would really love to wear if I want to make a bold statement. So this necklace is coming right from our exclusive in-house collection called Gauhar collection, which is adorning the fluted emeralds, and the motifs and the elements of this necklace are inspired by the famous Falaknuma Palace of Hyderabad. And also it's really flaunting our fine craftsmanship done at Krishniah Chetty Group of Jewelers. Now this next segment is another jewelry style guide for your casual attire. So over to you, Amit.
Thank you, Meghna. So the Burgundy Diaries actually talks about the very teaming up your jewelry for the different occasions, but with one outfit. So I just have a nice floral blue jumpsuit, and I do not have time to change, but yes, I have time to change my jewelry. So I'm going to go ahead with different kind of a jewelry looks for 3 different occasions. It could be an easy go shopping, or it could be a brunch look, or an evening diva. We're going to start with the first look, the senorita look. The senorita look is actually about going to a brunch. The fine amber and the emerald and the diamonds on the 18 karat is the part of the limited edition collection of Krishniah Chetty Group of Jewelers. Stay tuned and we'll watch the video.
If you're a diva and love to make a statement with bold accents, our look too is aimed at just that. Wear your floral jumpsuit with these stunning amber drops that add drama with a bling of diamonds, and put on a spectacular amber ring to complete the love affair. These stackable rings are meant for all moods, just split it and sport it. Amber collection and stackable rings from the house of Krishniah Chetty Group of Jewelers. Shop this jewelry at www.ckcjewelers.com.
The second look would be the debonair fashion. It's about teaming up your chain and pendants, the diamond chain and pendants, layering it, and having a lovely hoops, the rose gold hoops with diamonds, and just go for shopping. Stay tuned.
Presenting jewelry styling guides aimed at 3 different personalities for you young women out there. A blue jumpsuit with floral print is our pick for casual and comfortable outfit for a day out. We chose a pair of large hoops specced with diamonds and matte gold, paired along with 2-layered gold chain and a Hamsa hand charm. Creating magic on finger with multi-band ring in tritones of gold and diamonds. Continuing with the elusive and trendy look is an overlapped sleek bracelet with a fine line of diamonds. The beautiful and elegant fine jewelry from the house of C. Krishniah Chetty Group of Jewelers. Shop this jewelry at www.ckcjewelers.com.
Gearing up for dinner? We all set. You can team up your blue enamel and the diamond collection, which is the part of the denim and diamonds collection of C. Krishniah Chetty Group of Jewelers. You can adorn this beautiful collection and just go for dinner like an evening diva. Stay tuned.
Stacking and layering is an exciting way of expression for a charming and free-spirited woman. A stunning lapis stone locket detached and layered with a cute little platinum chain along with a delicate clover leaf blue enamel pendant. To enhance this whimsical look, just add on these matching earrings. Wrap around a chain and convert them to a makeshift bracelet. Captivate the entire look with clover leaf matched ring and stackable rings in any manner you fancy. This delicate and fine jewelry is from the house of C. Krishniah Chetty Group of Jewelers. Shop this jewelry at www.ckcjewelers.com.
Over to you, Meghna. Krishniah Chetty Group of Jewelers is not only giving you jewelry. We do not only sell jewelry. We also give you experiences. And Meghna is going to talk to you about the different kind of experiences that we bring it to you. Over to you, Meghna.
Thank you so much, Amit. So now that you have got the whole styling guide on the wedding seasons and as well as the casual looks, now we would like to share with you the online shopping experience at C. Krishniah Chetty Group of Jewelers. So we have our own ckcjewelers.com website where you can browse the whole collection of diamond, gold, platinum and silvers and other jewelries of precious gemstones. And also we are having a plethora of paper gold schemes and paper silver schemes and other exciting schemes just crafted for you. And also you can browse through our What's Brewing tab where you can see what's happening and what's trending at C. Krishniah Chetty Group of Jewelers. And apart from that, we have a really state-of-the-art technology to serve you better on online platform, which is called CKC Live. So here you are gonna now go through the CKC Live service brought to you by C. Krishniah Chetty Group of Jewelers. Okay, we'll be coming back to you on that later. So now I want to really talk about the other experience which you can have at C. Krishniah Chetty Group of Jewelers with a personal touch from our house. So here we are bringing to you our Try at Home service where you can have the exclusive jewelry service right at the comfort of your home. And what you have to do is just you need to make a call to our private salesperson and schedule an appointment whenever you want to be served at your home. Then you can also request for your own choice of jewelry and services. And then we are all set to bring your own collection to try it on at your home. Then also we have the other exclusive service which is called custom design service right from the house of C. Krishniah Chetty Group of Jewelers. So as a designer, I can assure you that whatever thought you're having in your mind to design a bridal ensemble or even some minimal jewelry, you just have to share it with us to the designers, and we are all set to present you your thought on the paper just like you want, and you'll be fully satisfied with our service. Now we also provide you exclusive appointments with our relationship managers, where you can talk with them and explain them what you want, and they're at your own at your service to present you the desired jewelry from our stores. We also have the free pick and drop service for you in our luxurious cars, where so you just have to book an online appointment and schedule your pick, and you're all set to have a ride in a luxurious car to directly to our stores. Now, the other add-on services we have at C. Krishniah Chetty Group of Jewelers is that we provide you vintage car ride for your wedding. If you get to make a purchase of above 10 lakhs at our stores or online, so we provide you these exclusive vintage car rides at your wedding, which will add a royal statement to your wedding entries. So you just have to wait for your right vintage car from our whole collection, and then you're all set to your wedding. So I hope you all have enjoyed our Style Addict session by Amit Pandya and myself. So now we'll be having a vote of thanks from our director, Mrs. Triveni Vinod. So Vimal sir will be there to talk to you now.
Okay. Thank you, Amit. Thank you, Meghna. I think it was a wonderful presentation, and I'm sure the audience must have really loved it. It was a very informative session that we have enjoyed today. So now what we have is we are ready to take in the questions from our audience. After the question and answer sessions, we will have a few words from our MD, Dr. Vinod, and then we will finally move on to the vote of thanks. So now we are open to take in the questions. So please, you can let us know.
Meghna and Amit, Vimal, thank you. It was very nice. I have a question. Maybe, you know, if you could probably tell the audience about our stylist, you know, service that we do at Krishniah Chetty for our clients. It might help or be of interest to our clients who are our viewers. How that works. Yeah.
Sure. Can I take this question, please? Yes. So we are setting up a very fine stylist desk in all the 3 stores of us at a very prominent place, and we would be having the entire style guide with us on how based on the different events that we have done before, and based on the experiences that we could stand on a platform for our clients to talk about how they can personally style themselves. That could be the basic styling, about starting from their facial structures, so what kind of jewelry they can adorn in terms of earrings, then going on their body structure, so we can also tell them what kind of neck pieces will go with what, and based on the presentations we would also tell them how you can actually adorn your outfit and how you can accentuate your jewelry. We could also help them styling for the weddings, just in case if they have different occasions. We can also help them getting into what kind of outfits they can wear and what kind of jewelry they can purchase. If they're purchasing the jewelry normally also over the desk with the relationship managers, we can help them telling what kind of jewelry will go with the outfit that they are wearing, or also what kind of jewelry would actually look good on them. You know? Thank you.
Interesting. So, you know, clients can actually have a designer create designs for them in each of the showrooms. So you have a personalized design approach. You've got a stylist who can help you to probably, if you have a style question. I mean, it's an interesting thing. Thanks to all of you for making all this happen. Maybe also a photography session, maybe with the styling, for the clients, maybe to see how they look. You know, dress sense and what fabrics go with what jewelry. Some of these things could be very interesting for all of us to learn a little more. Making jewelry is one thing, but then wearing it,
Adorning
actually, the jewelry looks much better on people rather than on our stands, right?
True. it is a kind of experience which we can give it to the clients.
True.
Like
Nice.
not only taking away the piece, but taking away the masterpiece.
Okay, I think we have got a question from Shahana, from one of our customers. I think they have loved the presentation, and I think they are asking if there is any opportunity out here at CKC for designers. I'm sure, Shahana, you can share your designs and your creative options with us, and we are sure we can discuss on this after the meeting. Thank you, Shahana. Okay, if we are not having...
Meghna, maybe you could also share some, design trips that happen outside of CKC. Maybe you study things, architecture or something else outside, what inspires you? I mean, as designers and stylists, what inspires you?
Yeah. So for me as a designer, I'm very inspired by my surroundings basically. So I do a very, in detailed trend research and see what's happening around the world, right from the social causes or any, particular cause for that matter. And I try to incorporate it in the jewelry, in jewelry in my own style, because that's how, I mean, I can present my thoughts through my jewelry, right, as a designer. So me as a designer is really inspired by the, of course, architectures and the nature around me. So we at Krishniah Chetty Group of Jewelers also get to have some trips, some architectural trips. One of my, experience is that once we had gone to Mysore to get inspired from the Mysore Palace, and we have also, got inspired from the motifs, the architectural silhouettes, the colors, the intricate patterns, the lines, and I mean everything, right from the building as a whole to the very detailed, intricate line details, the curves for that matter, because we have an eye for detail, right? So we have also launched a Mysore collection inspired from the architecture of Mysore Palace, and where we have used turquoise in really nice cuts, special cuts, and some gold motifs around it. So you can always come and check out our store for the Mysore collection. It's really a beautiful craftsmanship which has come out with the teamwork of our designers and our craftsmen. So you should really have a look at it.
Okay, there is another question that is coming up. I think it's from Soumya. What is paper gold scheme? I think they need some details about it, sir. Would you like to share some light on it?
I will. Paper gold, and there's another one called paper silver. Both of them are gold and silver booking programs for booking 22 karat gold and sterling silver, which is 92.5. That's the finest international standard for silverware. So these two programs allow consumers to book quantities from as little as about 25,000 rupees worth of gold or silver, all the way up to 50 lakhs or 1 crore worth of gold and silver or more. There are no limits for it. And what happens is, the nice thing about it is that it's actually an invention for COVID times. So we know that people may not be moving around so much. They may not be wanting to buy jewelry right away, but they may want to buy 5 months later, 3 months later, or 11 months later. So we have a maximum window of 11 months. In the 11-month period, at any time, you can even do a book today and you can take it today or tomorrow as well. There is no lock-in period. But what happens is that if you have a booking, you get today's rate or the shopping rate whenever you bill your products within the 11-month period, whichever is lower. So you get a protection of rate, gold rate and silver rate, and it helps you for a future purchase of gold and diamond jewelry or silverware, flatware, hollowware, giftware, etc. The advantage of this, knowing that pandemic times are very difficult and we do not know what holds in the future for all of us. There are many salaried people in this, amongst our clients. There are many business houses. We do not know what's the future of the economy Although till now it's been very, very encouraging, and we are doing much better than we thought. But still, if for some reason a client were to book today and they wish to cancel the booking and they want to take the money back, in such a case, they can take the money back at that day's prevailing price, less buyback, sell and buy price difference. A lot of our clients have actually used us what you call a systematic investment plan, where they book this gold and silver on more or less a monthly basis. So they book it now, again a month later and a month later. For the last 4 months, we've seen people book it on a monthly basis. Say if it's gold, it was 100 grams of gold, or 5 kilos of silver, and then they use it within the 11 months. The advantage of this plan, as I said, it protects your rate. And in an unforeseen, God forbid, situation, you want your money back, you can cancel the booking and take the money at that day's prevailing price, less a buy and sell price difference. So this is one of the most beautiful programs. I don't think there is anything like this in the world. This is invented for COVID times, and I think a huge number of our clients have been thanking us for having this opportunity, because it allows them freedom of time and choice. And you can do this online. So all you need to do is go to ckcjewelers.com, and you can book gold and silver just there. You can pay by credit card, bank transfer, Google Pay, and variety of payment schemes. Even if you're internationally there, you can always pay by foreign currency, and then we book this, and within 24 hours you get your documentation, and it's valid for 11 months. You can use that money and the quantity within the 11-month period. So it's a very beautiful program.
Thank you, Vinod sir. I think Soumya ma'am, it would have answered the questions that you had posed. Thank you for the Q&A session. Now I would like to request our MD, Dr. Vinod, to say a few kind words.
I must appreciate you, Vimal, for putting this together, and Meghna, and Amit, and Vishwanath, Lokesh. All of you have made a nice little program of style. Very rarely we get to learn about style and design together, and fashion. Thank you for all of this. I think it's your knowledge that all of us gain out of this, and we hope to take this forward over the period of the next year, couple of months and a year going forward, and let more people enjoy the knowledge that all of you are imparting to others.
Thank you, Vinod sir, for the kind words. We are really encouraged by your kind words always. Before we conclude the session for today, I would like Triveni ma'am to please say a few kind words and praise us.
Good evening, everyone. After listening to our jewelry stylist Amit and our jewelry designer Meghna, we all need to adopt some changes in our lifestyle to look stylist. And world has changed, and we need to accept the new trend, and we need to upgrade and update a lifestyle. And I think because of this pandemic time, so we are all using the mask now. I think we have to spend few minutes on our eye makeup. So that's the one it's showing more now. And I would like to thank each and every one of you who are here, who spent their time to watch this webinar. And I would like to thank Amit and Meghna and Vimal and the team who worked behind this scene. And have a great evening. And then we look forward to see you soon. Thank you.
Thank you.